This is African Transportation Convos, and today we are discussing water transport. In our geography class, we were told that many of Africa's rivers were fast running and therefore were not suitable for water transportation. However, our lakes may have a different story to tell in terms of transportation, tourism, and other activities that bring money to countries. Majority of Africa's lakes are located in the East African Rift area. So we have lakes like Victoria, Tanganyika, Malawi, Kivu, Turkana, Albert, Tana, and many more. The potential of many of these lakes have not been realized. Between Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, a revenue of $6 billion is realized from the lake annually. According to experts, $60 billion can be generated yearly. Only if certain untapped areas are given attention. Through the eyes of CTG and Africa, we can see what the three countries are doing to make this a reality.
She is one of the larger vessels crossing Lake Victoria. The water bus is a main mode of transport for those who live on the islands. Her mission, transporting hundreds of people and their property daily.
This thing is so nice. The reason is one, it doesn't have a lot of accidents like the road. Secondly, it is cheaper.
On her normal route, she carries people from Rwanda Kotieno to Rusinga Island and back again every 2 to 3 hours. Water buses help keep the wheels of the regional economy turning. Of the old good days. Until the late 80s, ships carrying cargo would arrive at the then vibrant Kisumu port.
It was really blossoming. All that stuff from Uganda, like cows, mangoes, fish from Tanzania.
Produce was destined for local markets and beyond to Asia, Europe, and America.
Cargo from abroad imported things all the way from Kenya into Uganda and Tanzania, headed for places like Rwanda and other places. So it's not only serving the three countries, but it was serving much more than the three countries. Let's talk about the lake region countries.
But for years, ships docked along the Kisumu port have been dormant.
The biggest blow came when Kenya Railways stopped operating, and that really affected the business at the port because the trains were no longer coming, and instead we went into road transport and actually started using Malaba route and Busia route.
According to Agina, lake transport only realizes $6 billion annually for Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, but has the potential of generating 10 times that amount. Kenya has been rehabilitating the Kisumu port to position it as a hub for inland maritime transport.
All these will increase business here because there'll be people who are making boats, there'll be people who are repairing them, there'll be people who are supplying them, and there'll be people who are bringing in goods and taking the goods from the port.
But this dream heavily depends on corresponding infrastructure and political goodwill across the water in Uganda and Tanzania.
I have visited the lake and my first impressions were, wow, this is an underutilized resource. The reporter expresses my very sentiment that I expressed on the day I visited Lake Victoria in Uganda. I asked myself, where are all the big boats? I happened to see one near an old port in Jinja, and it had the flag of Tanzania on it. Close by, I saw a fish processing factory, which also had a mid-sized vessel anchored. Then we had a lot of canoes, very small canoes, which were fishing around. I understand they catch the fish and send it to the processing factory. but that activity itself has been on the low in recent years. So right here is Ginger, where I went on the Lake Victoria, and you can find the fish processing factories, Fresh Perch Limited, Ginger, Nyanza Perch Limited, and you could see that this was a big activity, or is a big activity around the lake. And so you have a National Fisheries Resource Research Institute and the Lake Victoria Fisheries Organization. Right here you'd find the old port that says vessels from Kenya and Tanzania, and you can find some vessels anchored to the jetty. Right by the side here is where it is said that the river Nile starts from. So the Nile is a combination of spring water that emanates from a rock down here, plus water from the lake, and I believe it flows towards this direction to Egypt and then to the Red Sea or Mediterranean, I think. So this city has prospered along the Nile, and Uganda, Tanzania, and Kenya can get more from the lake as the narrative goes. This very important resource through transportation, fishing, tourism, mineral exploration, water sports, research, and so on, we cannot progress as a people. Water is a place of industry. That is why the term blue economy has become very popular in recent times, and Kenya is leading the way. The rest of Africa should follow. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe as we bring you more golden nuggets on transportation in Africa. Bye for now.